Hello there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Dodgy Gamer here, bringing you another week of international content as we live through the Euros and the Copa America in real life. Now, one addition to my channel since we passed that 1k milestone is this, the community tab. And, you know, I love any reason, any excuse to engage with you guys and get your feedback, and the polls are a great way to do that. So I asked you last week what content you wanted to see this week, and you went with not the Copa America, not more Euros, but you went with my Copa America Fantasy Tournament. If you're wondering what this is about, do check out yesterday's video. I'll put a link up there and down in the description, which is an experiment. It's just basically I combined the two sets of teams from the Euros, from the Copa America, added in a wildcard team as well to make 35, and we set up a tournament like that. So I then put out a second poll. What kind of team do you want? Do you want me to play with a European team, a South American team, or one of the wildcard teams? And overwhelmingly, more than 50% this time went with the European team. So there's only one way to decide which one. So not another poll, but the good old Wheel of Nations, European edition. Let's give it a spin and see who we end up with. One of the big teams, one of the minnow teams. Oh, it's one of the big boys. Belgium. I'll be right back. And just like that, we're ready. Taking over the Belgium job. Got the room decorated. All set to go. But before we get into it, don't forget, this is your one-stop shop for all things international management on Football Manager. It's not just for the Euros. It's not just for the Copa America. It's all the time. It's international time here on this channel. If that sounds like your kind of thing, please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Get the bell on for notifications so you don't miss any of the international action. There you go, so we've been appointed, and the expectations for the Copa Euro America are to reach the quarter-finals. So let's just have a quick look at the draw and see who we've got. Well, we are straight in there in Group A, and it looks like a decent group, I think. So North Macedonia, although if the simulations I've done and the experiment I did with this previously have taught me anything, do not write North Macedonia off. Russia, Switzerland, we should be capable of beating them. Uruguay, bit of a tasty match up there. Let's have a look how that works out in our fixture lists. So we've got a friendly with Brazil ahead of the competition. Brazil and Argentina. Playing Argentina 4 days before we play Uruguay. Who books this stuff? Anyway, we open up with Uruguay, so toughest game. Russia, Switzerland, finish off with North Macedonia. We're going to fast forward now to that opening game with Uruguay, and let's see how we get on. Alright, so squad selection day, and this is our main problem. Thomas Meunier is out, damaged cruciate knee ligaments. He's going to be out until the start of next season. Now that left us in our squad with only Castagne as a recognised right back, but you know, I'm English. I need plentiful right backs in my squad. I thought, should I just take Castagne? Should I take another right back? And in the end, I said, fuck it. But anyway, this is our squad. If you want to have a more detailed look, feel free to pause as I scroll through it. But of course, we all know about the Belgians, how they've got one of the top goalkeepers in the world, certainly in terms of their midfield and attacking talent, one of the most blessed teams in the world. Lukaku, obviously, in fantastic form. We've got the Hazard boys, we've got De Bruyne, we've got all sorts of backups for them as well, who are just as good. I brought a couple of youngsters along because that's just what I like to do. So Jeremy Doku we're bringing along. He's been capped before, a couple of caps, but he's, you know, we're looking for him to be that breakout star, perhaps. And we're also bringing along Foulon, because he's full on as a left back. Uncapped previously, but he's probably going to be our first choice on the left side. And Foulon gets a mention in the news report. He's not just full on, he's damn full on. Oops, I left out Origi. Alright, so this time I actually will fast forward to the Uruguay game now that we've done the squad selection. Fingers crossed, we get off to a winning start. Alright, so it's match day. This is how we line up against Uruguay. Courtois and goal. Full on in the full-back position. Castagne. Okay, so this is how we're lining up for the game. We're playing with a 4-2-3-1. Looking to get the best out of these attacking players. Lukaku, there's only one place you put him, of course, up top. Hazard, could play anywhere across that attacking midfield line. I've decided to put him on the left as an inside forward. De Bruyne, of course, could play pretty much anywhere in midfield, but we'll have him as our advanced playmaker. We do have one injury worry. My youngster Jeremy Doku is out. He's possibly going to be out for another 2 weeks. And one of those annoying ones when on the eve of a tournament you're told someone's going to be out for 3 weeks and you can't replace them. So here we go then, our opening game. I believe it is the opening game of the entire tournament. Uruguay against Belgium. We're playing this one in England. I think we're at the Emirates Stadium. Let's see, hopefully a partisan European crowd will cheer us on. Okay, throw in for us. Just over 10 minutes on the clock. Yeah, we haven't created anything to this point, really. It's been a fairly quiet opening exchange, but there we go. Hazard, but not Eden. Thorgan Hazard. I realised when I was going through the squad selection and then the squad numbers, both of the Hazard boys want number 10 as their shirt. I gave it to Eden Hazard, but Thorgan Hazard is the one who gets the goal. All right, here we go. We've got another throw in dangerous position. Witsel playing in Tielemans. De Bruyne, what can he do from here? He plays an interesting ball to Castagne. Luckily, Castagne knew what he was thinking, what he was doing. So we got a chance to build something through the centre here. We're passing it around nicely using that space. Witsel tries to play in Lukaku. Hazard has got the ball. Hazard to Hazard. Foulon. Oh, no, and then Uruguay. Look at that. We play beautiful football. Uruguay play long ball football, but it's effective. Okay, us with the corner now. De Bruyne whips it in. It's cleared by Uruguay, and Suarez drops deep to pick it up. Uruguay on the break now. We've got to watch out. We don't want to concede right now. Cavani, though. Oh, Uruguay do not miss those. Cavani does not miss those. Disappointing that we got caught twice on the break there. I mean, it's been a pretty even match, but Uruguay have just had that cutting edge that has enabled them to finish a half in front. Right, I told the boys what's what at half-time. Got a positive reaction from everybody except for Eden Hazard. And, well, let's see what happens in this half. Castagne now with the throw. He gets the cross in. It's cleared by Uruguay, but only as far as Witsel. De Bruyne to Lukaku. Lukaku gets it to Hazard. There you go, that's how Hazard responds. He didn't respond well to the team talk, but he's done his talking on the pitch. Alright, substitution time then. I've brought on Pryor for Tielemans. Tielemans was only on a 6.5. Castagne is only on a 6.5 as well. Do I take him off? Nah, fuck it. Okay, it's a corner for us. De Bruyne whips it into the... Lukaku at the far post. His header gets blocked. We've still got the ball to Witsel. Can he get a shot off? No, it's played through to Hazard. Thorgan Hazard. Oh, Muslera saves. That was a golden chance to go 3-2 up. We've still got a chance here, though, with the corner. Again, De Bruyne looks for Lukaku, but this time Uruguay deal with it. And now Suarez again, dropping deep and going down that flank, looking to get the cross in. Can we prevent him? Fuck it. Yes, that's what we brought him into the squad for. Oh no, a late chance now for Uruguay. We clear it though. Can we get the break? No. Laxalt covers, picks the ball up here, plays Godin into the game. Valverde. Alright, Uruguay looking to break forward now. There's only 15 seconds left of stoppage time. We have been the better team in the second half by far. So I don't know why we're having so much stoppage time. Whew. Good save by the keeper. Right, we've gone past the added on time limit now, but Uruguay have a corner and the referee is going to let them take it. Torreira now, he's wasting a lot of time here with this corner. I think trying to make sure that if Uruguay don't score, that's it. Well, in the end, disappointing. Uruguay kind of edged us in the first half, but we dominated that second half. But although we were able to equalise, we weren't able to grab the winner this time. Alright, so match day 2 it is now against Russia. We've made one change from the team that started against Uruguay. Carrasco comes in on the left. Hazard moves into the middle. De Bruyne drops back into a more central midfield role. Witsel drops to the bench. Alright, so time for kick-off with Russia. In case you're wondering how Russia got on in their first game, well, you're about to find out because this is their first game. Remember, groups of 5 teams, so there's always one team that has a day off when the fixtures come round. Right then, we get the ball. Castagne and Hazard combining. Hazard scooting his way into the box and scores an absolutely fantastic goal off the assist from Tielemans. Let's have a look at that one again. 15 minutes on the clock. We take the early lead, much as Belgium did in the real-life Euros clash with Russia, taking an early lead, although, of course, that was through Lukaku. Hazard just waltzed into the box. You can't give him that kind of space in the penalty area now, can you? All right, halfway through this first half, Russia looking to get back in it. We had the chance to clear the danger, but Russia are just straight back at us. Bakayev, great save by Courtois. Full on, all over that one. All right, Castagne with the ball now. Plays it out to Alderweireld. Tielemans, Castagne has made the overlapping run. He whips into De Bruyne. De Bruyne, that is what he is made to do. That's what he's built to do. The Terminator, De Bruyne. Okay, we've got a throw in now, full on, threw it straight to a Russian defender, but luckily we were able to pick that ball up and come back at them. Castagne again, he was crucial in that second goal, of course. Here we go now, out towards Hazard, didn't quite get there. Tielemans plays it back. We do have a good patient passing game, it has to be said. It's come through to Hazard and Hazard. Double Hazard. Castagne now. Can he get the cross in? Towards De Bruyne. Oh, that was close. It was blocked, unfortunately. And now we've got a break. Miranchuk scores. Oh, dear. Suddenly, things get more interesting. Right, so half-time. We've still got the 2-1 lead. But Russia have actually been pretty good. They've had many more shots. They're leading the way on XG. We've been a bit more clinical in our finishing, but yeah, we're going to have to find a way to contain them. I've just realised in their attacking line, Russia have an Anton Miranchuk and an Alexei Miranchuk. A Miranchuk times 2. How confusing is that? Right, we've got all the way through this half without any highlights, and here we are, 4 minutes left on the clock. Batshuayi brought on for Lukaku. Lukaku wasn't doing anything. Carrasco plays in De Bruyne. De Bruyne, can he fire in a cross or play it back to someone? He plays it all the way back to Alderweireld, but he gets it back. And he's going to turn and shoot, I think. No, he tried to play in Hazard, but it didn't quite work. Castagne plays in Carrasco. Carrasco gets to the byline. He's been tripped. It's going to be a penalty. And it's Eden Hazard to take the spot kick and guarantee us the 3 points. Come on, Russia, you might as well give up now. There's no point chasing a second goal. They get it. Cheryshev. Oof, so that was a bit closer than it needed to be. But in the end, we got the win. We got the 3 points. That sets us well on our way for the next game. Alright, so a quick look at the table before that game against Switzerland. So you can see we're currently third, but that's because there's been another match day since our game against Russia, and that was our rest day. So, currently Uruguay sit top, Switzerland are in that second spot, so we need to beat them today to leapfrog them. This will be Switzerland's last game in the group as well, so crucial that we get ourselves ahead of them while we can. And as we line up for this game, Witsel comes back in. Hazard keeps his place in the middle. I've moved De Bruyne out to the left. I'll just keep them guessing when it comes to him. Yeah, so thinking about it, with Switzerland playing their last game today, if we beat them and go ahead of them, that would guarantee our qualification for the next round. So that's what we want to achieve. All right, then here we come. Witsel plays in Hazard. So those Witsel brought back into the team. Hazard moved into that central role. Let's see if it works. Hazard goes past everybody. He gets the penalty, which he will take. So that's maybe worked if he tucks this one away. So as he did against Russia, can he score here? Yes, he can. Okay, now hopefully we can hold on to this lead. I would like to keep a clean sheet today as well. I'm a bit worried that we've conceded 4 goals in 2 games so far. Oh, speaking of conceding goals, is a corner for Switzerland. It gets cleared, but only as far as Freuler. Let's see now. They're looking to build something patiently. They're playing through the middle quite a lot, I notice. And, yep, so here they go. Fruida to Zakala. They knock it slightly wide to Vargas, and Mbolo equalises immediately. What did I say about conceding goals? Right, 25 minutes in now, and that was a terrible challenge on Castagne, I think. Oh, a terrible challenge by Castagne. Uh-oh, that's no good. Right, so Fokkert comes in, Thagan Hazard comes off, Eden Hazard moves out to the right wing. We've dropped to more balanced style of play. This could turn out to be costly. Right then, we're almost up to half-time. The only thing of note since the sending off has been that Castagne's replacement, Fokkert, got booked. Well, we've got the ball. Let's see if we can do something with it here. If we could sneak a goal just before half-time, well, that would be lovely, wouldn't it? Might be too much to ask, though. Here comes Witzel. Plays it out to Hazard. Hazard now. There's a gap in the middle, but let's see if he can find someone. He has a shot. It goes wide. Disappointing. Well, we shut things down a bit once Castagne got sent off. Switzerland, though, have slowly started to creep back into the game. Are we going to be able to hold on in the second half? And it goes from bad to worse. De Bruyne's just had to come off injured, lower leg injury. Carrasco on his place. Hopefully De Bruyne's is nothing more than a knock. All right, here come Belgium again. Witzel and Hazard combining to play in Tielemans. We've still got enough talent on the pitch to be a threat. It's just I don't know what that was. It's just we've got to watch out for the counter-attacks, which the Swiss are still using, even though they've got the man advantage. Or maybe because they've got the man advantage. I don't know. Anyway, here they come. Oh, it comes out to Mbabu on the wing. He gets the cross in and Vargas scores. Oh no. Carrasco now with a free kick. He whips in and whatever his name is. I've forgotten how to say it now. Vertonghen. That'll do. Vertonghen gets in at the far post to tap the ball in. That came out of nothing. The highlight just started with the free kick. Oh, just went all the way through. And it's stroked in, and we're going to get an offside replay. Not necessary at all. Right, we're going to take Hazard off because he's looking tired. In his place, we've got a youngster, pacey youngster coming in, Salimakers. And we're also bringing on Dendoncker for Tielemans as we look to just survive this last 12 minutes. And 2-2 is how it finishes. Oh, it seems so long ago, but when we got that penalty early on, I thought this was going to be a breeze in the park. Well, it wasn't, was it? Well, as you can see from the table up here, we're currently third still, having won 1 and drawn 2. But Switzerland have completed their group stage now. So, victory in our final game against North Macedonia would see us move above them and leapfrog them into one of those automatic qualification spots. Are we going to do that? Well, I'm going to tease you a little bit by calling time on this particular episode. You're going to have to tune into the next episode to find out. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Please give a thumbs up if you like today's video, subscribe to the channel, get the bell on for notifications. I'm Dodgy Gamer, and I'll see you for some more international action soon.